you can heal me.
Am I inviting you or are you inviting me?
I can invite you.
Yay! I guess I need to find where I set my phone.
And you're gone.
Yeah, I had to go and put my phone on charge.
So you still want to do Gauntlet?
Yes, I would like to do Gauntlet. Gauntlet.
We actually got 2 silver in this.
Unless you want to do a normal match, it's up to you.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. We still get the daily no matter what, as long as we do the rounds.
Like I said, it always just depends on how long you feel like playing. Because I can go a full game and be happy. Because, I've always had this, like, psychotic thing where I could just keep going and going and going.
So, the round we died on, back when we did this before, was all players must possess a packed Kershisha by the end of the round.
Yeah, Pack-a-Punch. I never figured out how to do Pack-a-Punch. That's the reason I don't know if you want to do Gauntlet for Blood of the Moon or not.
We could look it up real quick if you really want. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
That's up to you. I have no preference.
How low did we get into 9 on Gauntlet? Oopsie. There we go. Got to around 13 on 9. Pack-a-Punch, 2 different weapons during the round. We could try to do that again.
Yeah, we could. Let's do that.
Because I know.
So remember that one ended prematurely because whenever we got to that challenge, we were like, do we have to have them or do we have to Pack-a-Punch? And then we ended up burning all of our points by accident. Well, I ended up burning all my points.
Mm-hmm.
Let me clarify.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me make sure. Yep, okay. And I just got to use equipment. Okay, start private match.
Take us into the next screen. Yeah, thank you. Because I didn't want to actually touch any of my stuff until we got there. Because I think I've done something before where I'll change something, and then it'll go to the next screen, then it'll like set me back to like a default. I'm like, no, don't do that.
I think I'm set overall. I don't got any death effects for it. Oh, sucks.
Yeah, still gotta go 3 more levels and I can prestige.
Yes, you can, and then you'll be in the same boat I'm in, and what should you keep forever?
Have you decided yet?
Nope.
I'm ready.
Does it? No, it doesn't. Okay.
As far as special weapons, I mean, I'd probably still recommend going Scepter. Just because it's got that amazing ability where not only do you freeze zombies around you, but it serves as a distance pickup, which is ridiculously nice.
I mean, it's nice and all, and if you didn't run it, I'd most likely run it. But right now, I'm kind of going through each prestige. I'm grabbing a special weapon, and that's going to be the special weapon I do for the entire thing.
Oh, gotcha.
And just to see which one I like. Because I kind of like the, whatever these things are, the chankras or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're nice in the... Whoopsie. They're nice in the sense that, they not only give you a melee attack, but they give you a far distance attack that also is homing.
Right. I'm gonna check one thing real quick while it's loading.
So we just gotta
so weird.
Keep our points.
Sorry,
keep our points. Don't spend it frivolously.
Right.
I know that's something you do. You just go out, drop all the points on anything.
Well, I'll buy
you see.
perks instinctively.
Any damage takes will drain your points. That's easy. We got that.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be.
And we
shit,
can't knock flags.
Don't you touch me. Where did all your points go?
What do you mean? Oh, I got
You have
hit
90
once.
points. I took all your points.
But it's fine because
Go ahead, yep.
I'm trying to get equipment kills as well.
Survive the onslaught of sprinters.
Yep. Boom.
Guess I'll use my burned out gun.
Boom.
Or elixir, if you will.
I just put 2 mines right
Where are
next
they?
to me. Boom. Well, that mine was useless.
Kill. Missed shots hurt.
So basically, don't miss
we're gonna
your
have instant
shots.
kill, so but we're gonna have instant kill here, so we're gonna be fine.
Or still don't miss your shots.
Wonder if missed knives hurt.
You're gonna...
I wanted more of them to spawn.
Nope, you can't use knives.
Oh no! Ow! Ah, of course they would. I hit him and I still took damage.
Woo! That's
Little
one.
buggy.
There we go. Now I killed him right before you shot.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think I got points for that.
Okay, we need to go over
Use
here.
the emoji.
You need to open this up.
How about you open it up?
I don't have points for the emoji then.
Well, I'll get the gun and then I'll just protect you.
And then when we need a double pack, what are we gonna do?
You're always so negative.
It's okay, I could be really negative and ring the gong.
Oh, that opens up. I shouldn't have grabbed that in all reality, but because, you know, I left so many kills on the board, you know? Or I took so many kills off the board, is what I should have said.
Boom.
Boom, shakalaka.
Hello, zombie.
Bam, bam. You must have the last one, yep.
I was just
Now,
sitting
what
in
do
the
I come up with
corner.
now? Possess the shield.
Okay, we're gonna have to open up a couple of things. We want to open it up the other way.
What I'm gonna do is I'll just try to make sure I leave X amount of zombies alive at the end of the round, and then we'll go and put the shield together.
Yep.
Or it's gauntlet. The shield's already opened, right?
It might be.
No, I'm thinking rush. Never mind.
We still
I'm
have
thinking
to
rush.
open
Never
it.
mind. Ignore me. I was thinking rush. But the rush.
Please tell me you're behind me because I need somebody to open this door. Nope.
No,
You're not behind me.
I'm running the circle. No.
I'm taking fire then. We're just gonna survive.
Well, like I
this.
said, I was going to run
and
the
gather
circle
all
and then
the
just
points.
leave one alive.
I'm just gonna survive
Ow.
and gather all the points to open up this door eventually.
I mean, I'll open up the door. It's just.
Dang it, I missed.
Alright, I got like 5 or 6 zombies so you can kill all yours.
Well, I am. I just can't open up the next door.
Man, you and your third world problems. Joking. I got 3 left, so I'm gonna leave these 3 alive, so. I'm coming.
I'll come up and grab. Whoop. I'll come up and grab those 3 because you're gonna have to open up the door. You're gonna have to open up the door. You're gonna have to open all 3, or all the other 2 tempors and then find all the parts.
Are you sure I'm gonna have enough points for that?
I don't think so.
It costs another 17. It takes another 17.50 just to get to the next door.
I know.
So we're gonna essentially have to fail like twice, pretty much, huh?
We might. But try to get as far as you can.
Well, which door do we need to go through? I mean, just
You
any
just
of them,
need
I
to
guess?
get to. You need to get to the other side. If you want, I'll guide you.
Well, I'm in Da. I'm under Danu.
No, you don't want to be in Danu.
I guess I'll open the next. All right, I'm in the flooded crypt now.
Okay, go across the flooded crypt.
Yep.
And then you should see the next set of temple doors.
Have you checked to see how many points I have by chance? I mean, you can get another door now. I don't know which one we would need next.
What did you just open?
To the flooded crypt.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to fail.
That's why I'm
then,
like, I don't know if we're gonna have enough points.
because there's not enough points to open the next door.
You sure? We can't open up this next door over here?
Why are you gonna open up that door? Don't open up that door.
I don't have enough points.
You need to open up the doors over here.
That's what I did.
No, you
That
didn't.
was the one I opened up for us to go that way. Yes, I did.
No,
You couldn't get that way without that door being opened.
You opened up one. There's 2 more doors here.
Like I said, look how many points I have. I do not have enough points.
Yes, I know
had
that.
to open one door.
I know that.
I know that's why I'm
but
like.
you kept going. Oh, I'll open up this door. I'm like, why? Why are we in the temple? No, we don't want to be in the temple. We want.
I know I need to go back topside.
You go topside. I'll try to open up the next 2 doors.
This could be bad. I don't know if I'm in. Oh yeah, wait. This. Yeah, we were in this temple. Unless there's a way to do it without failing, but I don't know. That's weird.
Bonus points.
Like my brain can't. I mean, I know I killed a few zombies with the nuke. I mean, I don't know if they gave us enough zombies during that round to get us to the next round, maybe.
Okay.
And the nuke,
How many do I need to get to the next one? If it's 2,000,
I need to.
then I'll just open up the bridge. Nope, it's over 2,000, so we're gonna go back down.
Headshots
Gonna
only.
stand next to the other door. And the zombies are gonna come with me. And theoretically, I should have enough points to open the next door.
I'm stuck. Good. Max ammo, we can use that.
2,000 more points.
I got 2,000
Up,
points.
come here.
Okay, I got 2 zombies left, so.
Well, come here
Perfect.
and open up this door.
Excuse me. I'm coming. Dum da dum dum. Just head count. Hopefully the zombies don't bleed out.
I got 3 zombies right here.
You're probably about to have 5.
That's fine.
Either my 2 joined yours. Here come.
Run across here.
Dum.
You're not here yet.
I'm coming. No, I'm
This
not
door right here.
here. Okay. that
No,
door.
wrong door. Wrong door. Turn around. Turn around.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
This
door
door
over here.
right here.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if you were doing that. Follow me to the door. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll open up this. Don't open that door, dang it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all the doors are open then. Now we just have to find the shield parts. Oh my god.
I love making the game fun.
And you
I
might
bet you
have
was like, I don't want to fail again.
you might have to kill a zombie or 2 to get 500 to buy the shield.
First one's free.
Okay.
To my knowledge, first one's free.
That's
If anything, I can go find a window or something, maybe.
I guess we
It's
could
like
pull
5
the.
zombies, that's cool.
I guess we could pull the gong if need be.
Yeah, we could gong them. Yeah, we should. Found the part for Ra,
Okay.
or Zeus, or whichever one we were under.
Okay.
Odin. We got the Odin tower.
So now we
Odin's
just go to the
done.
next one. I'll let you run through that one and I'll take Raw.
Zeus. It is 4 parts, isn't it?
3. The new doesn't have anything.
Okay. That's right, down is the first one, right? The first temple we go to, right?
Yep. Regularly. It can be the second, but it normally is the first.
I think I ran past it, but I'll go back down if need be. Because I'm a loser and I don't know the exact spawn locations of the parts.
I don't know them either.
I found it. Okay, second part.
Okay, then you can.
Guess I'll meet you at the shield spawn.
Or you can come here and try to help me find the last part.
By the time I get you, you should find it. I mean, I'll come over that general direction, but...
Actually, I think...
Or I could sit by...
I think we might have a problem.
Where's that?
I don't think you can access the pit. Because I think you went the other way around. Found the last part.
I don't think it was... You did?
Mm-hmm. But I fell.
Oh, you died.
Come heal me.
I guess I'll come get you.
Since I might be the
I
only
don't
one
have
who
a
can open
choice.
up the pot.
You're in
pit.
Raw, right?
Yeah.
Raw, okay. Well, like, I have to pick you up, because if not...
Don't you have the gum?
there's-
Or you can just run.
No, I don't. Well, I don't carry that for Gauntlet, because odds are we'll get stuck in a guard this room, or something like that.
Not the teleport me anywhere gum. I'm talking about the
Teleport to you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like, generally, in most cases, we're going to be near each other. So it's one of those, like, it's not really a necessary gum. I don't deem it necessary for Gauntlet. Like, on a normal, if you want to circle elsewhere type scenario, you know,
I'm pretty
deem it
sure
worthy,
the
but-
pit's here.
2,000 probably. I guess knife to zombies if need be.
I have to.
Knife kills would probably be your best bet. I'll just try to hold on the extra
Oh
zombies,
my-
and then you can just pull them in. I'll save you.
Yeah, just keep
I
saving
don't
me.
get killed while I'm grabbing you. I might die here.
No, you won't.
You're up. Like, you have the most points. You have to be the one that gets the kills.
Yes, I know. I'm almost there.
And that yeah, that's right. I need one more, right?
Hopefully.
Please don't be a nuke. Please don't be. I'm trying to get that other one off you. Oh, you got
Okay.
it.
I think I got enough
Yes,
points.
250.
I think I just got enough points. So I'm gonna pack my or go off the box. Go on the box. Yep. Part is free.
Yay.
Awesome.
Alright, and I got mine. Alright, you can kill it. I'm going back top side because I don't know the next challenge. Or it's one of those that guard the room, isn't it? Open all biowood doors. You ever get to that?
With $0. Well, we're over halfway there.
That's good.
Yeah, we have 7 of 12.
Well, I'll be top side.
Yep, I'm in the temples on the other side. Gather enough points to open these doors.
We could really use a double points, is what we really need.
Oh yeah. Really? I don't know how I survived that.
It's like, please don't die, because I'm not going to be able to get to you. I'm on fire! Do 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 do. Burn.
Okay, let's see.
A perk. Double points.
Awesome, because we need like 4,000 or so.
They're still spawning, it looks like, so.
Oh yes, they are.
I got 2 zombies.
Ow. I run into a doorway. Yeah, they'll do double points.
Please die, thank you. Alright, unfortunately I need to buy ammo.
Yeah, I'm in the
Oh, I screwed up!
boat.
Oh!
What did you do?
Oh! I done bad. Nothing bad, really. I just ended up accidentally buying the pistol.
I mean, I don't mind the starting pistol.
But I had a gun already.
I mean, you technically
All I needed
have
was, like,
enough points to start opening doors.
Well, I'm gonna just chisel the head count down. I don't want to start opening doors while there's still zombies on the map, because in my luck I'll end up getting trapped by them.
I have the exact opposite problem.
Okay. Ha! Fire burns! Fire burns! Okay, how many we got? I guess I got like 4 alive here. I can't count because they're still spawning! That's a runner, we need to kill you. You're first to go. Okay, I got 3 left, I think.
I have more than enough
Okay.
left.
Oh, kill all of yours.
No, I'm gathering points, so I'm only using knife.
Okay, you do that.
Now, I might open up one
That
of
is a
the...
nuke!
Don't nuke, please. As I tried to tell you, we were needing points. There we go. And open up that door.
But there's so many points! That zombie was like confused. Oh god. Egad! Gadzooks! Yeah.
Okay, good amount of zombies here.
Just buy that ammo.
Gotta...
Ah! God, I'm going to die!
Oh no, I'm dead.
The good thing is I don't think you need to survive to the end of this round.
No,
I
but...
guess I'll just let them all spawn.
If you...
Okay, if I can get
There's
you, I'll
no
try
way
to.
you
I
can
don't know,
get
it's a
to
little bit
me
of a run.
easily. I got wrapped. I got
All
wrapped.
the doors
in
should be
foil.
open in theory.
No, it's not.
This is bad.
I mean, you have the points to open them, but you go on the wrong side to open them.
Well, that's what I was wondering. If the front doors were open, I could have just ran to your tower, is what I was saying.
Well, but then you have points.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta open the
see.
2 front doors for those towers. And I think that might be all the doors. I think
Oh, it's just the front?
Yeah, I think you only have the 2 front doors.
Okay, my. Lucky I am. Well, I don't know if there were anyone's underneath. I don't know. Did we complete the full? There it is. It's like I remembered there was one down here. Everything looks the same to me. Where do we go up? There it is. I should really be trying to trim this horde.
Well, now you need to go back down.
Well, I gotta get across first. Okay, that one's open. I guess I need to come up under Zeus, I think?
Either of them.
Guys, there's so... I almost grabbed that Bowie knife. I was like, I can at least, I can get my points back easy.
I got the bridge across the two open. I just didn't get the bottom.
Just make sure we got this. I think I'm bad.
There's no Bible doors in there.
I know, I just like making my round just to make sure. Just instinctively. Okay, Zeus is over here. Now this is Raw. Ah, went in a circle. Oh, I missed my turn completely.
Go!
I'm under Raw. Raw connects to Danu, I thought.
I think you're right, yeah.
It's Zeus and Odin.
Stop going into the temple. Just go around.
But you told me to go up, so I was like, I wanted to instinctively just go and say, hey, they're connected. Just to confirm.
No, I'm sorry you went into the temple, spun around 3 times and came back out.
I did. And that's where I'm like, oh, I went... Because like I said, I came down one stairwell, and then I'm like, looking for the other stairwell, not seeing it, so I went up the other one, and I was like, yep, that's right.
No. Go through. There you go. Go through. Turn left. Go straight. Turn right. You know?
So turn left. Zeus. I'm in Zeus now. Zeus and I are one.
Open the front door and make a U-turn. Go up across the bridge. Open the second door.
It's already open.
Yes, I opened it.
Oh, got you from the front. I know. I see now. Yeah. My mind immediately was like, oh, you mean that door? Yeah, that door. Yeah, that's a lot of points. I'm going to die. I got a garbage pistol, man. Bang, 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 bang.
Personally, I like that pistol.
100 points. Open. The gun I had was better, but I accidentally swapped it out, not thinking. So, you don't have a check door by your name. That's kind of a concern. Hopefully, you didn't need to survive.
No, because you and me both need it in total.
Gotcha.
It's not like in my game the door's locked and in your game it's unlocked.
I keep jumping into the fire. Oh, there's lag. Oh.
Sorry, I left.
Oh. No, scam arrived.
Scam, we're on stream. Just to tell you.
Yeah, no dirty words.
There might be children watching. But not your children, because we don't care about them. Other children.
I can't tell what perk it is. I think it's double points. I really could use that. I'll wait a few seconds let the horde come through.
Yep, double points.
There's too many! Oh, feed me points. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, yes. Oh, my. Oh, that's not nice. Oh. Oh. Give me my gun. I am standing in flames. I'm going to die. No. No.
No one there.
God, heal, please.
If you die with all the doors open, I'm gonna be angry.
Get across the flames. So we're not doing any hard work, huh?
Not today, because it just poured rain.
Really? I didn't hear any rain. I think you're crazy.
Look outside.
He's a little busy.
I don't wanna.
He has to not die.
Yeah, that's kind of a... I guess I could level this gun up, I guess. I guess that's the positive thing of using this gun. I could hit the box.
Remember, you have to save points for the one
pack
gun.
But I don't want to use these guns.
You're not gonna want to use the gun it wants us to pack either.
But I don't want to use these guns.
Do it.
Oh no, this lever isn't the one that needs a specific. It just needs to be of a gun.
2-packed.
Yeah.
It's 2-packed.
The Blood of the Dead, the gun we want to pack, or the gun we have to pack, is a sniper rifle.
Alright, shield attacks only. Bum,
Oh,
bum,
good thing I
bum.
still have my shield.
How do you pull it out again?
LB.
LB? That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to hit LB and then something bad happen.
But I would love if you go in somewhere where I can get all the zombie kills right now.
Yeah, you're gonna need them. I'm just gonna run the circle. There's no flame. I'll just run the circle and just let you get all the kills.
Okay, I'll wait for you to
Let's
catch
get-
up with me and then I'll follow you through.
I mean, you're fine. I mean, like, they're still like walkers. I mean, there's no runners yet.
Yeah.
I'll let you feed them. My shield's almost busted anyway, so I mean...
Why is... Well, my shield's gone. Going to
Let's
the
go
pit to
fetch
get
another
more.
one. Off to the pit. From the pinnacle. To the pit. Hiya! You kind of burn through shield fast, don't you?
I don't know why my shield disappeared so quick.
Well, I know shield attacks, like, you burn through them fast.
Yeah, but I don't
Hiya!
think your shield disappears when that happens.
Yeah, I think it's one of those weird things where the health of the shield's connected to the attack. Like, I think my next attack's gonna bust my shield. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, I just got thrown a,
Yeah,
the crowd didn't like me, so they like...
the audience throws things at you.
Yeah. Yeah, my shield's gone. I guess I'll run down and grab me a refill.
Yep, I'm running up to go Super Saiyan on
Don't I
these
just kill 'em when I get up there?
zombies. Oh yes, I am.
If they're still up there, I don't know. They're probably chasing me, like, feed me! Eee! Eee!
Yeah, there's no zombies up here.
I know they're chasing me. You get up there like ready for combat, like come get them, and you get up there and then they're like not around. I go, that's nice. Okay. I think I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. I really want to hit the box.
Hit the box.
Really need to hit the box. I'm like running in a circle.
Do it.
For some reason, I'm not seeing the
Do
turn
it.
off for some odd
Hit the
reason.
box.
How about
Hit
one
the
next time
box.
by? There it is. There's the pit. I found you. I could pack my pistol.
No, you can't.
I can't. Why am I having this just blank moment where I'm like, hey, you wanna get to the shield?
But I'm gonna ring the gong since there's no zombies here. I'll fight them.
That's right, we need to kill all four to open pack a bunch, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's it right here, but I'm not seeing it. Within like one line of dialogue, the champion is summoned, the champion is slain.
Well, I just used the fire bullets up here.
Yeah, I guess good point. Just run them all, go get them all real quick. It's a decent gun. I could pack that and be happy. Ooh, I got the shield. 250, yeah. The champions are slain! Blah!
Blah 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 blah.
I mean, plus it's giving me points,
Oh.
so...
Oh, Legna, we are set, buddy. Oh, we are set. You want to kill them off, or you want to do the champions real quick?
I mean, it's up to you.
Going into the champions, I think they're giving you points too, which is gonna
Yeah.
buff you. Well, I got 2 guns I am more than pleased with, so, I mean... Like, I got, like, really lucky. My box sets were MP40, and I got some light machine gun. It's when I can upgrade, because it's already had a sight on it.
I'm on a whistle baby.
So what you doing? You doing some good old Destiny 2, huh?
Yeah, until y'all are done streaming.
Sorry, viewer. He's just a little angry. Oh, the shield is OP on the champions.
That's what I'm saying, like, as soon as the line starts, champion summoned, I'm immediately hearing, "Oh, champion is slain." I'm like,
It's
oh, wow.
literally 2
You're-
melee
what-
hits to kill the champions.
Wow. Oh, he died off.
I killed him.
Oh, did you already do both champions?
Yeah, I got all 4 champions.
Nice. Oh, crouched. Good. Crouch, not prone. I got to bend down to shoot a gun.
Ow, fire.
Took damage from an invisible source there. Bang, 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 bang. It's the kill. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy, bad idea. Bum bum bum. Now I'm going to die. Get away.
But it's insta-kill.
Unless I'm in a
You
bad
can't
predicament.
die.
I ran through fire. Let me just bum 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 bum. Once the kills worn off, isn't that nice? Don't forget about your special weapon. Oh. That was a short-lived dream. Okay, what's next? 9 gladiators and on the challenge podium. Oh yeah, we gotta stay up here. Yay. Hey, got my grenades back. Nice max ammo. That's awesome.
Yep.
I guess I'll use this real quick. I probably should. I
Dang
don't
it.
know.
Wrong
I don't
one.
know.
Well,
I know, I did the same thing. I was like, I don't know if I want to use this one or not. I need to use the other one. But if I get my special weapon here, we'll be... Good kill. Ow, you hurt so bad. I guess we could use our shields. I mean, that'd probably be... Good kill. Come get some. You're like, oh god, he killed me! That was baloney.
oh, this is gonna be
Okay,
bad.
I'm like, if not, just stay alive. Just stay alive if need be. It did that thing where I didn't see another one hitting me. I was like behind him. I was like, oh, I'll just put this.
Oh, this is really
gauge in
bad.
your back. That was on me. It was weird. I went.
Oh,
I don't know,
yes, I saw it
I
from
think
my
I would-
perspective, and it was weird too. That was weird too. The game said you were reviving me.
That's weird. I don't know. That just felt weird. No, 'cause I was like right on top, on the backside of the enemy, and I'm just thinking, I'm taking damage. I'm like, how are you hitting me? Well, that was gonna be funny. I'm putting, this barrel right on his back. It's like, yeah, we'll just pump you straight with lead. It's okay. I'm playing this anymore. Here, fire, you like that? You like that flame? Yeah, you like that? Oh my goodness! It's just like getting a little dirty. Ow, ow, ow! I'm dead. Just stay alive. You're cornered.
Yes.
You might die.
Dang it. I didn't get out of the corner soon enough.
I don't recall them being able to hit you once and kill you.
Oh no, they can't. It takes 3 hits.
Unless I had 3 on me, I didn't see 3.
It takes 3 hits to kill you. It literally gives you enough time
was
to
on me.
react.
I know, but like that's not what happened. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I felt like I got hit once and I immediately died. That's what it felt like.
Oh, oopsie, I forgot to shut out my Facebook. Oopsies.
Oh no.
Or I try to make it where you don't hear ding, the ding, ding, as people message me.
I heard
9
nothing.
plasma is not bad. Of course you don't hear anything. You're not watching my stream.
Good point.
9 plasma is not bad.
Yeah.
Secondaries. Boom.
So what are we gonna do? We don't really have enough time for really anything else, really, unless you want to do a thing of a round of blackout or something real quick.
We could do a round of blackout with multiplayer.
Sure, why not?
Which one?
That's up to you. If we do multiplayer, take us into hardcore.
No, taking us into softcore, where we're shooting rubber bullets to pacify our enemies.
Yeah, you should a sandbag gun.
Okay, what's my challenges? I need to play 5 games of Hardpoint.
Yeah, I don't do hardcore.
Okay.
I mean, you can do that one later.
Well, there's no hardcore Hardpoint anyways. So.
There's my reserve. Let's see what I get. Dum dum dum. Ooh, something I'll never use.
Nasty.
Something I'll never use. Shamey. How do I do this again?
Let's go random. Ooh.
My maracas, they go chicky boom boom chicky
Oh
boom.
no, do you see the flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get that eventually.
The pirate.
There's 2 pirates. I think I took a video. I got like 8 or 9 people to do this dance with me at one time. Kind of like this, but everyone was doing the same dance.
I'm gonna be a little rusty. This isn't going to go well.
The good thing is you only have to play for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just one match.
Just one match.
You have to get your toes wet.
Enough to get people angry about you. It's okay, I have to get pistol kills.
Guess I'll run. I actually maxed that gun out. I need to prestige it. Guess I'll run that.
Recon? Gonna go recon.
Oh, the sub whatever class I'm running. Let's go die. Dum da dum dum.
Dumb.
I never see it coming. I'm such a bad shot.
I was a bad shot.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I
Aw, dang it.
never registered, man. That's ridiculous.
I was a bad shot. I shot like 5 bullets from behind this guy. He ran right by me.
Oh my god! Oh, come on, man! I shot my gun, man. You're gonna say you went through 3 of my shots to get the melee? Come on now, man. This game's garbage.
Well, I'm dying quickly.
Someone just died near me. I heard a sling. I wouldn't get shot in the back. I see an enemy. Can I catch him? Boop. Dum-dum. Oh my goodness! Got him! Dum-dum-dum.
I hate people.
I hope those are from that spawn near me.
I hate people who just use bazookas.
Oh! Almost killed you! I haven't had that issue. I've been able to be very fortunate on... Oh my goodness, you're dead! I thought that was an enemy. I'm so scared! I gotta reload. Load, hurry, 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 hurry. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, come on, man! I don't know if that was something that killed me. I got a UAV, though. I got us. Oh, how do you use your stuff? How do you... There we go. Nope, nope, that's bad. There we go. How do you use, UAV?
Why?
Friendly?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sitting here like I got a UAV and I don't know how to use it. Like I'm sitting there like spray painting. I'm like, yep, that's what I want to do. Ah, good kill. Oh, you died up here. That's not good. Oh. Got you. Got you. Ha, gotcha. I saved the day. I saved the day. Dart. Throw it. Here we go. Let's go kill someone. I blew myself up on a tree. That's great. I don't want to go this way. I'll just stick to my half of the map. I don't see anyone. Cut now. Let's get my gun ready to shoot. I hear bullets going off near me. Shut the minkles off. Oh my goodness! I was climbing and I got my nose broken. Oh.
I'm behind
you. Okay. Good, we're gonna die together. Get me out of there! I'm going to do what I occasionally do and I'll just stick to my... Oh, I almost shot you in the back! I'm going this way.
Behind you.
Oh, thank you. I'm going left. I like how I'm like, oh, I've already committed him. I'll get him. He's higher.
Got him.
Nice. I'm trying to catch back up to you, but I'm...
Oh, and I got the bazooka guy. And I got a mesh neck kill. I am on fire.
I should have just stuck to my gun, just kept going. I tried cutting back around. Hey. Oh my god, I almost got you. I was about to turn you into a highlight reel.
Mm-hmm. I'm behind
You know where
you.
to find me. I'm sticking to my half of the map, but this is my corner of the globe.
I'm behind you.
Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Definitely a little bit of a cringe here. Oh my goodness, I'm being shot at! If you're around me, you'll be able to get him.
I died.
Oh, you died. Well, I probably should have said that was. If you had came around,
Ow.
I guess at the right time, you probably would have got him.
There's a shield in the middle, just to tell you.
Okay. I don't typically run mid. I try to stick to the outsides. I'll pick stragglers up.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh, come on. He's just sitting there hard scoping, man. Really, dude? Wow. I'm gonna just sit here and just, you know, not move. Don't worry, bud. The person I can't tell. Gotcha. You like that? I'm gonna teabag your corpse. Come find me. Come find me. I'm gonna teabagging your corpse. By the time like someone kills me, like there's not gonna be a body underneath me. It's gonna be like really awkward.
Dang it.
And like that. Teabag. Yep. Teabag for you. Yep. Teabag that corpse. Yep. Mm-hmm. Drag this. What can I say? Dum dum dum. Oh come on with the hard scoping, you piece of trash, man. Oh, I'm about to give you the day. Ah, I got killed by a friend. Like. Oh, hopefully he gets kicked. That kid's trash.
I'm calling my mutt. Go, doggy, go.
Someone's hiding over here, so I'm gonna just go around. I have to go around, I don't have a choice. Maybe. I was doing one of them things. Yeah. I think I just ran past someone. That could be. Matthew! Oh, come on, I shot first, man. Come on. Shot him in the face. Man. This game is so bad, man. Drop me back in AW. I'm gonna go run 40 kills. And win. I know you're over here. I know you're over here. I get shot in the back, aren't I? Oh! Keep me away! Ah! You see nothing? Dang nabbit! Oh! He's running that perk. He can see my footsteps.
Oh, yes.
Which is weird. Which is weird because, like, I thought you have to, like, see someone that's... No, I don't know. Does it apply to those near you, or is it just, like, if you've killed someone?
No, it's if an enemy walks for a little while afterwards, you can see where they were.
I can't get my... There we go, got it.
I run that.
Hurry. Ah! Get him! Right in the buttocks. Shot him in the buttocks, that Dan. I shot him in the buttocks, Lieutenant Dan. Got a thingy. I don't know if I really want to use it. Yeah, you like that? You like that buttocks to your face? Give me down. Peekaboo. I see you. I'm about to get shot in the back. I'm running through enemy spawn.
Dang it.
Not your friend, buddy. I'm not your friend, pal. Oh. I see footsteps. Following the ghost. Ah, you got the way.
Really?
Actually, I'm running that perk. I think he's behind this guy. I think he's over here. Did he kill him? I guess he killed him. Don't kill me, please! Oh, God. Friends! Okay, I guess I'll go this way. I don't want to die! Okay, I guess I could reload. I guess I'm in friendly spawn. Yeah. Come on, turn someone into a highlight reel here. Yeah. Guess we're doing pretty good. Not really seeing anyone.
Dang it.
Just over my route I was running, it was working. Oh, hello. I stole my kill! Oh, God, someone's shooting at me. Run, baby, run! I'll run my gun! Oh, come on, man! Why have I not won this game? Oh, come on, man! He just like a dang sniper rifle and killed me. That's okay. I'm gonna get shot in the back. I've already...
Whoopsie, killed a teammate.
Oopsies. I killed you.
Where he came running around the corner and I just shot first because I knew I was in enemy territory. Or I thought I was in enemy territory.
We did it.
Whoa.
We did it. Hopefully my kill cam's on there. I had like a really nice like 3 streak where I was like, run, one shoot. It's
Yep.
me! It's a zombie!
Boom. Right
Yeah, I remember I got these
back.
3 up here. I don't know if I would have considered this one my best one though. I would have preferred the one that I had earlier. Yeah. I figured I liked the one that I had early, like later in the match.
Well, it liked that one.
Because I almost had a 4th one. just like being able to like have that first bullet connect. I didn't mind it.
Now the question is, did we win? Yeah, we won. Because it said
Yeah, we won.
victory.
Victory!
Ooh, I got a treasure chest.
I don't care how I did though. How did I do during that match? 1.6 KD. Well, that
I
was
didn't
fun.
do too bad.
I was with a group of 5 too. That wasn't bad, considering, like I said, we were literally going up against a group of 5.
Mm-hmm. And I got a new card. Look at that new card.
I have no contracts active. Look at me.
That's problematic.
Not really. I'm not a big fan of, like, you know, like they add contracts, you know, halfway through the game cycle. Like, oh, well, we didn't include them whenever the game launched, but now they're here. Well,
Okay.
that was fun.
We got 4 minutes to say goodbye.
Boy, I didn't think I'd be put on the spot, man.
I know.
Where's my,
Speech? I don't know. You threw it out. You said it was trash.
That's the word.
You
Oh.
want to say anything?
Go Cougars! I don't know.
Well,
That's
I
fun.
hope everyone who's
We'll play again another
watching
time.
enjoyed it, and I'll see you Sunday.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Catch y'all around.